Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today we're going to be continuing our conversation with merch by Amazon. And we're going to be talking about designing our t-shirts. So three main areas: one, inspiration; two, creating your designs; and three, uploading them to merch by Amazon. And I hope it's a big help to you. So after I finished my Merch by Amazon account, this is an email that I got, and I just wanted to start with this because you may have gotten a similar email. And it just said that I needed to enter my tax and banking information, and it was reminding me that I only had 120 days to submit my first product. And you just want to go to my account and enter in all of those information as far as your banking and your tax information, because they have to have it. So let's just dig right in and talk about creating a shirt design with Merch by Amazon. Today's video is going to be a dummy design. This isn't actually one of my designs. I'm going to do something very basic and very easy just for ease of the video and time constraints. But just so you know, I'm not a graphic artist. I told you in the last video, I'm new just like you. I don't have a lot of experience aside from just, my regular e-commerce history, my business background, and just the stuff that I do with Canva for the YouTube video and all the different social media accounts. So that's about where I'm starting. That's the experience that I've had as far as design goes. I created my own logo, I've made some business cards, I've done some basic stuff, but nowhere near, anything elaborate. So today we're going to start basic, and then my videos will evolve with me. Now, I have Creative Cloud that I pay for every month. I have Photoshop and Adobe and Illustrator and Lightroom and everything that I need, all the tools that I need to do elaborate designs. But I'm not going to start here because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I'm going to start on platforms that I already know. I'm going to get my designs up and running because I really do believe that taking action right now is more important than using Adobe. I think that Illustrator especially is going to be the number one tool for me to use and for you to use with this, but today we're not going to be jumping to that. Today, I think it's important that we take action, we get as many t-shirt designs up as we can on our account, and we just get familiar with the whole Merch by Amazon platform and how it all works, and kind of get a feel for designing and get a feel for the process, and then hit the learning curve with Adobe and step up our game. First thing that I hit with trying to do my own designs this past week was inspiration. Where do you find the inspiration to even come up with a good t-shirt design? And so that's what I want to talk about first. So I want to search engineering terms because my son is going into engineering. While I'm at it, I might even look up, word clouds around these engineering terms. So I found this wordart.com, and so this is kind of what I was thinking in my head is, like when you're talking about love, all your words are in a heart. Or UFO, all your words are in a UFO. So I'm thinking something like engineering, which he's into aerospace engineering. So maybe it would be a plane or something cool like that. And then I can have a lot of engineering terms. So that's kind of what I hit with Google. But I had other ideas too. So I wanted to go to Pinterest. Now, everybody out there has heard about Pinterest, right? But Pinterest is an awesome way to get inspiration and to get ideas. So I could just, look up different quotes if I wanted to, famous quotes. I could even just look up, t-shirts here. Kind of scroll through. Now, I don't want to use any of these, right? Because I would be using other people's ideas, but I could create it to be my own. Like where's the food? If I was doing college t-shirts, it might be where's the money? So I could take an idea and kind of run with it and just kind of see. If I was, this is my too tired to function t-shirt. I could say, this is my too much homework to function t-shirt. So I'm kind of thinking college theme today, just as I did, because I've been dealing with, graduation and, doing college tours, and now my son's going off to college. And so this is kind of what's on my mind. And so I was kind of wanting to see what ideas were out there. Okay, so once I've gotten some inspiration from Google or Pinterest or Zazzle or any number of different print on design t-shirt places or Facebook or just looking around and kind of browsing the internet, now I want to kind of do some research. So I'm thinking about doing engineering, and so I'm just kind of looking to see what's out there. You see that I'm using merchinformer.com. And when I type in the keyword, it'll show me what t-shirts are already out there. I can see how many are out there. So there's like 2,053 t-shirts regarding engineering. And so I'm just kind of looking to see what they are. And I'm also looking to see how many sales that maybe these have had. This shirt here, and I'm going to click on him and see what he has going on. So he has 91 engineering t-shirts for sale. And I can kind of look through what he's done, look through his price point, how much he's selling them for, see how many that he's been selling. I can see how many stars that they have. I don't see a lot of stars. So, I want to see if this has been good for him and to determine if it's something that I want to go into. And again, I can do this with nursing, I can do this with teaching, I can do this with any academia once I figure out if it's something I even want to do. Okay, now that we've been inspired, we've thought of different places, we went to Google, we went to Pinterest, we might be thinking about what holidays are coming up, like right now, the 4th of July, Father's Day, things like that. Now we want to move on to creating. And different people use different websites. As we talked about, I really do believe that Adobe is the best, but here are some others that you could use. Many people will just hire it out on Fiverr, just, design t-shirts. Also in the same line, there's Upwork, where a virtual assistant, this is where I do my virtual assistants. You can have them just create logos for you. But if you want to kind of be on top of the trend or, be your own creative, you can use Adobe like we talked about, Canva like we're using today. A lot of people will use PicMonkey. There's tons of apps out there. If you go to the iTunes store, that you'll find that will be able to help you with graphic design. This is just to name a few. There's a lot of choices out there. As you can see, I use Canva a lot. I use it all the time for my YouTube thumbnails, for Facebook, for making presentation images like this for different courses or speaking engagements. So I'm real familiar with Canva, and that's why I just wanted to find a way to use Canva for my Merch by Amazon, because I'm already familiar with it and I can just focus on learning Merch by Amazon and not focus on using a design program. The first thing I'm going to do here on canva.com, which is free, but you do need the paid version to do the transparent background, which I'm going to show you here in a second. They do have a free trial though if you are interested in upgrading your current Canva account. So the most that you can do for dimensions with Canva is 4167 by 5000. Now we're going to use a second free program to resize our image because Amazon wants their t-shirt designs to be 4,500 by 5,400. So now we have our image size here. On the screen, you see all of the tabs over here on your left-hand side. And that is where you can upload your own images, which is what we're going to be using here in a sec. You can mess with the backgrounds, which you won't really need for t-shirts. Text, you can do anything with text that you want, or just, just adding different elements like photos or shapes or frames. So this is what we're going to be working with today. Now, when I was researching the t-shirts that were selling, I was kind of surprised, honestly, because I thought the elaborate t-shirts would have the best sales. And while some of them do, a lot of the best-selling t-shirts were just very simple. Just a little bit of text, maybe a text with a picture, nothing elaborate at all. So I was really encouraged by that because I thought, phew, I don't have to be some graphic design whiz in order to do this. So what I'm going to show you right now is just something very basic to keep with the video. But again, I want you to play with different things. So under text, you can see where you can use, just any of these pre-designed things that you want. It really can just be as basic as you want it to be. I could do engineer or engineering. Okay, so I thought, it could be something kind of like a play like that, or to give you another example, do something like this, like engineer aerospace 17, but you can just play with the text is all I wanted to show you, because obviously I'm just doing super easy, simple things that's just kind of coming to me at the top of my head. You could spend a lot more time doing whatever. But see, I wanted to upload an image and I didn't even know what to upload. I'm going to take you to a different website. Now this is pixabay.com. It gives you permission to download, modify, and distribute using their images. So say I wanted to search for engineering, and I'm just going to kind of see if anything speaks to me. Now, if I just have a big block of a picture, it's just going to kind of show up as a big block on the t-shirt. I'm going to click on this and download it just as our example. And it downloaded. So I'm going to go back to my Canva now, and I'm going to upload my own image. Okay, and under downloads, I see my image right here. So I'm going to click to open, and it's going to start downloading here. So if I wanted to create a new picture, I could just throw all this in the trash that we've done and use our picture here. Now I can turn it, I can enlarge it, which I want it to be as large as I can get by with for our t-shirt. Okay, now if I want to add some text to this a little bit and then add something underneath here. So I can, play with the font, play with my graphics. I can, arrange them differently and kind of like it behind the train a little bit. I don't want to spend any more time playing with it because I just want to show you how to upload a t-shirt design and, just move on from here. So again, I'm just going to go to Pixabay, download the largest one that I can. I'm going to go to Canva, upload. It's ready. So I'm just going to move this over, and then I want it to be, as large as it can be. Also, you can use layouts if you want, to choose one like this, and then move your, images onto that. And then you can overlay your text onto that. Engineers, like an engineers are dangerous t-shirt. Okay, so the ideas are limitless as to what we can come up with, but I just want to do something easy for today's example. So let's go back to our text. Okay, so I've downloaded the image that we're going to use today. I have engineering, and then I have the subcategory of aerospace. So I could do aerospace, I could do mechanical, I can do computer, those are all subcategories of the engineering program. What I decided to do was put O1 because engineering's number one. So now we're ready to download our image. We want to make sure that we click transparent background and then click download. So now we are on our resizeimage.net, and I want to upload our image. Okay, and here it is. And you see the transparent background came to play because if we didn't put transparent, what would happen is this would all be white space or black space or some kind of block. This whole block would show up on a t-shirt, which all we want to show up is our graphic and words. Well, we want, it to end here. And so this is perfect. And the reason I put it on the top is I want the image to go across more the chest, not down towards the belly. So you want to be careful of your placement when you're designing your artwork too. So now we have to resize our image. That's why we're here, because Amazon requires that it's 4,500 by 5,400. Now in Adobe, we could do this just in one step, which is why I think Adobe is going to work really well once we switch over to that. And now we have PNG and we want to resize our image. So our new image is now the correct size and we want to download our image. We are now ready to upload them to any website that we want. So here are some examples of that. Because of the length of the video, we are going to have to continue our Merch by Amazon discussion. So stay tuned for part 2.